See if the check engine light is on. If it is, use an OBD2 scanner to retrieve the codes if the car is 1996 or newer. If the codes are between P505 to P509, you have a problem with the idle control system that might be the idle air control (IAC) valve. Be aware that an IAC valve can have an issue or fault without triggering a check engine light as well. Older cars may have a code that can be retrieved by an original OBD scanner. The code 11 signals the same idle control problem as newer cars. The diagnostic procedure is the same for both. Disconnect your IAC valve and turn on your car. At this point your idle speed should rise like it's supposed to. Turn off your car and reconnect your IAC. Restart the car and your idle speed should go back to normal. If it does, this might rule out the IAC, but further testing is necessary. Try obtaining one from a junkyard if the cost of a new one is prohibited and see if that makes any difference. Use a test light if the idle speed did not do what it was supposed to. Hook it up to the idle air control solenoid and watch the light. The light will either flash or become dimmer for the 4 circuits if the valve is at fault. If it doesn't, it means the wiring or the computer, powertrain control module, is bad. See if the check engine light is on. If it is, use an OBD2 scanner for 1996 and newer vehicles to retrieve the codes. Like General Motors, if the codes are P505 to P509, you have a problem with the idle control system. If your car is older than N96, you need a regular OBD scanner. You may get codes 12, 13, 16, 17, or 19, which indicates your idle is wrong. Sometimes codes 47 or 48 appear, which indicates an air leak. Again, an idle air control valve can have an issue or fault without triggering a check engine light. Turn the car off and unplug the IAC, idle air control, solenoid if any of the codes mentioned above are found. Use an ohm meter to check the solenoid by attaching the positive lead to the VPWR, vehicle power pin, and the negative lead to the IAC pin. Your resistance reading should be between 7.0 ohms and 13.0 ohms. If your reading is off, your IAC solenoid is bad. Use a scanner, OBD for vehicles older than 1996 or OBD2 for newer vehicles, to retrieve codes if the engine light is on. A code 25 in older cars or P505 to P509 in newer vehicles indicates a problem with the idle control system. Even if your check engine light isn't illuminated, you may have an issue with your idle air control valve.